unfortunately, I lost some good Yari Ashigaru, and I lost a Bow Ashigaru that wasn't necessarily all that great, so no big loss there. But we did push back the Takeda, and it was certainly much more cost-effective for me than it was for them. You can tell the Takeda are in some pretty serious hurt at this point. Got an apprehension attempt, sabotage attempt. Wow, I still can't believe this ninja hasn't gotten taken. I'm not surprised that my assassinations are failing either, because, you know, it's just pretty low chance deal anyway, but we'll see if I can get lucky. Neither one of my ninjas has any skill at assassinating yet, so no big surprise. Market. My economy has gone through the roof at this point, which is understandable. I control a huge swath of territory. Exempt from taxes for just a little season here. It's the only province that is exempt from taxes at the moment. There's not many other troops left here, but there's enough of them left to be dangerous, unfortunately. However, there's another Takeda army making a move on my settlement back here, so I'm going to go back and reinforce. What we could do is just train a few more troops here. I have the money. Really shouldn't be an issue. Another turn I can train bow monks. I have an encampment and should be about to be able to train marathon monks as well, which will be fun. The marathon monks just come with second wind as well as war cry, which is kind of cool. Not the most useful thing ever, but hey, it's fun. I'll retrain that Yari Ashigaru in the... Well, I didn't lose a bow garrison actually, so I'll just retrain that Yari Ashigaru. The Takeda certainly will not have enough troops to siege my castle again, and the Takeda army there is now frustrated, and so they're going to start the pillaging. That Takeda force is going to move to Kozuke, which is understandable. Kozuke is less defensible. Surprised it's still taking so long to turn in for the Imagawa. I've put a substantial hurt on them, so... Alright, I need to start building a navy. Still, man, this guy still hasn't... That must be the crappiest Matsuke. I'm going to accept... Oh, gosh. I'm going to decline Nanban trade. I have no need for it at the moment. Oh, look, there's one of their ninjas. I have an even lower chance of assassinating. But hey, we'll give it a shot. Never know when you might get lucky here. Alright. I'm going to push on through the Imagawa here. Another province. Yeah, we're in just good shape here at the moment. We can unexempt Sagami as well. Put a couple of garrison troops here. Okay. Kai. Kind of getting some glitchiness with my keyboard there. Alright, I'm thinking we probably want to go hit North Shinano, but I don't want to do it on the winter. It's not going to do any good for me. The Takeda army that's coming after me is going to be suffering from winter attrition as well. They have a number of troops left, but I'm pretty sure that my Yari Ashigaru garrison can destroy them. Recruitment here. Sweet. Bow warrior monks. Very nice. Alright, so... Yes, let me start training that navy I talked about before I do anything with the army, because the navy is going to be more important to me, I believe. Let us get a couple of medium bunei, Sengoku bunei, firebomb kabayas, and then I'll get some bow kabayas. Alright. Let's end the turn, wait for winter to end. Watch the Takeda suffer. They're gonna make a run for it. Or no, they're gonna just keep raiding. That's fine. Winter attrition will do them in eventually. Once I get a navy on the eastern shores, or southern, I guess if you're looking at the map that way, that'll be good. Suspicious death, eh? Tried and executed. Okay, it's the spring. So both of my ninjas are gone in one cruel swipe there by the Imagawa, but that's to be expected. If I take Totomi from them, that should be the end of the Imagawa. I will do that so I can get rid of their agents. I've got to be pushing Realm Divide at this point. I'm close. Let's see, let's pull my army out here. Inspire army. Okay, and here's the last hold of the Imagawa. They're now gone. So that should be the end of them. Province capture. Or no, the Imagawa aren't gone. I forgot. They have that province over here. That stinks, because that means their navy and those agents of theirs are going to be able to continue to roam. It's okay. I don't really have a whole lot to lose back here. I can probably take one more province without too much risk of tipping off Realm Divide. I'm going to train some cav there and bring it out to this army to help support it. See if we can make a run to North Shinano here. So we should come under control of North Shinano. Those troops are utterly wasted. Guess I should retrain my ninjas. I'm not going to declare war on the Tokugawa just yet. And then this army here. We'll go smash this Takeda army. I'm pretty sure they think they have better chances than they really do. They're getting some nice chevrons on these Yori Ashigaru, though. It must be their training somewhere where they've got them, I think, because all of them have the exact same. But their Yari Samurai will absolutely get flattened by my warrior monks. There is no question. So let's do this battle. Okay, the battle's starting. I killed the enemy archers right here. They made a lot of foolish mistakes. I have my Naginata warrior monks out front because I'm going to try and get them some experience chevrons here by doing an exceptional amount of killing. Gonna wait just a moment though before I charge. Okay, I believe this will work. And I am going to use my war cries. Drop one right here in the center to start off with. Drop one right here as well to get all those units on that side. I want my warrior monks to get a bunch of kills. And although they'll take some losses, they should be able to fend off basically this entire enemy force. See, the war cry is having a huge effect. This is not normally a battle they would win, but the war cry is definitely going to do the trick. Yeah, the number of kills of my monks is starting to climb pretty rapidly.
My lord! A glorious victory will soon be yours!
Remember, those were some pretty well chevroned Yari Samurai too. Those were not slouch units that they were fighting. So those Yari Samurai had a great deal of defense and a fair amount of attack. I wouldn't say it was a lot, but you know, it would have been a pretty fair amount. But of course their attack's pretty low compared to my Nagi warrior monks. So all of my guys there got between 150 and 200 kills. Got them some chevrons. Hopefully they'll keep some of those chevrons as they retrain. We'll see. Results of that battle. Clear and decisive victory. A few of the bows must have gotten away. That's okay. They didn't that time. And just pull my troops back down here. This province is upset. Exempt them from taxes for a moment while we repair. Don't have enough money to repair that building. Oh well. Alright. Let's see, was there anywhere I needed to build something? Nope. Here maybe? Nope, did it there as well. Alright. All set. It was nice of the enemies to upgrade the gold mining facilities for me. That way I didn't have to spend any of my money on it. The Tokugawa are expanding rapidly. I am assuming that they will be some of my next enemies here. Hopefully they're not spamming mounted gunners. My income is quite high now, and rightfully so. I own a lot of provinces. And we are pushing towards that choke point of Kyoto. I have some fleets training, so I should be able to somewhat defend myself. The Imagawa want a peace treaty.
Brave men.
I will give it to them, just so that their agents will hopefully lay off me. Okay. We're going to take North Shinano here. AI has some reinforcements, but nothing that my men can't easily defeat. So their forces have scattered slightly. As soon as I get done getting that hero cav train there, I'll be in good shape. Now I should be right on the verge of Realm Divide. Maybe one more province we can squeeze in. But we have definitely got the squeeze on the Takeda. The Imagawa are all but dead. And we're in excellent shape. So that's all I'm going to record for now. Hopefully you all are enjoying this. You can definitely see though that we have a very good stranglehold started on Japan here. And it's pretty likely that my clan will easily sweep through our opponents here. Start the proving grounds there. So, like I said, hope you're enjoying it. HeirofCarthage signing off. Alright, YouTube, let's get back to it. Yeah, so this is probably mid-video for you, I'm guessing, because I'm not paying attention to exactly how long I'm doing all these, but I'm obviously recording this on a different day. And no doubt by this point in the campaign, many of you are already probably criticizing some of the moves I've made. And I was sitting here trying to think about it, what you all would think of the way I'm playing the game. You always usually get mad because I don't use my agents enough, but I mean, I don't know. I'm using my Metsukes right now to get me a lot of income, so I'm pretty happy with that. Ninjas and other stuff, yeah, I probably should be using my ninjas more. They can help protect you from a lot of pain later in the campaign, so I'm trying to think what else you'd be... Oh, some of you are probably frustrated with me, I'm guessing. Of course, this is all a guess because I'm recording this before you ever watch it, so we'll see if I'm right. Guessing you probably don't like the way I'm putting sake dens or gambling dens and markets in all these towns, because some of these places have like some cool buildings, like Iwate for instance has the armor, and you can make some ridiculous units. Well, the reason I'm doing that is because this part of Japan is going to be so far away from the end game down here in Kyushu that there's no point in me having these provinces focus on unit development. So I'm just doing everything is going to be economy, probably all the way up to Kyoto. Somewhere around Kyoto I'll probably set up an extremely heavy base of operations, if needed. I mean, I'm actually about to come on Realm Divide way before I get to Kyoto, so it's going to be interesting to say the least. I don't know exactly how it's going to play out yet, but we'll see. Basically I'm focusing on economy. Because it's a domination campaign, no one's going to trade with me, no one's going to help me out, everybody will be against me, so my focus is going to be solely on self-sufficiency. So I don't really have a lot of you know, provinces where I'm going to waste buildings on anything besides economy. However, yeah, as you can see in my home province of Ichigo, I can train Naginata warrior monks and other units. And so this kind of all fits my planned purpose here. Let's see, I should be able to train marathon monks soon too, which will be fun. Yeah, things are looking good, and I am going to train a new army soon. I'm not going to take any provinces just for a couple of turns here because I am approaching Realm Divide, and I want to be well prepared. As you can see, my income is very high, and that's even with the 3 main armies that I have, so I can definitely afford to make more troops and to make my armies better, and that's what I'm going to be focusing on for now. Alright, let's see. I am going to go ahead and end this turn just to see where I'm at. It looks like I'm studying Mastery of the Waves, which is probably good. Yes, that should be sufficient for now. Gunpowder Mastery would be cool. I don't know if I ever get a chance to use it, to be honest. Law Court would be a good one. Dachi Dojos. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff I could research, but I've got a lot of the essential research finished here. Let's go ahead and end this turn, like I said. See what happens. We just recently dealt a massive defeat to the Takeda, of course, which you all would have seen. But they've got some troops, small troops behind my lines that I need to take care of. That's a pretty big Imagawa navy behind me. Okay. Heralding the Spring, Grateful Populace, +2 happiness, +5 town growth. That's pretty cool. So, let's see. There is a big Imagawa navy behind my lines, and also a Takeda navy. And I do want to get this trade fleet back out, but it's quite possible it's going to be attacked. This fleet, I don't want to make it a whole lot bigger than it is because I'm guessing there's going to be diminishing returns on this trade port, but we'll go ahead and try and retake it. I don't really have any trade lanes for the enemy to raid right now, which is actually kind of a benefit. My economy is sufficient off of the land itself. So let's see. This army is going to need some more melee infantry, but I'm going to go ahead and take out these little Takeda forces here. I don't want them getting behind me and starting to raid provinces or threatening any provinces that only have like 1 unit to defend. So we'll just go ahead and take all these guys out real quick. I imagine that though, once we hit Realm Divide, we're about to be getting in some big fights again. We've had a couple of pretty big fights so far. Let's see, +7% to campaign movement range. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we're going to take that one because the other one was kind of crappy. Oh, stand and fight with this general now. So, good. Masakage is going to be a much more capable general at this point. Let's see what we can recruit. I am going to need some Katana Samurai to join this army. Let's move him back out real quick. I'll hit the recruitment. Of course, I could get some Nagi Samurai too. Yari Cab would be helpful. What kind of bows do I have here? I got plenty of bows. Even though they're just Ashigaru, I've got enough of them, so I'm not going to worry about recruiting any bows. Yeah, some Yari Cab would probably be helpful. I'm going to go ahead and recruit 2 Yari Cab to join this army, and then some more melee troops, which I'm going to go ahead and do Katana Samurai. So I like having at least 4 very capable heavy melee units. Otherwise, I like having lots of Yari Ashigaru just because they're pretty multi-function. So I know some of you don't like my Ashigaru armies, but I promise you there's a reason why I do it. Oh, these stupid Takeda troops back here behind my lines. There's not many of them, but they can certainly do a bunch of raids and be a big nuisance. To be honest, I could probably beat them with the garrison troops that I have right here. Hard to say though because they have some general units. If I just train like 1 more unit of Yari Ashigaru right here, I can take those guys out. What I'll do is I'll use my ninja to see if I can sabotage this army. It's not super likely because my ninjas aren't any good yet. Yep, I got lucky, so that's good. That'll keep them stuck in place, and hopefully I can take care of them next turn. Because as you can see, they've been doing some raiding. Alright. And let's see, I've got a Firebomb Kabaya there. Bokabaya Firebomb, some Gokubune. I want a couple more Bokabayas, and that navy will be in good shape. Oh yeah, I can get another Metsuke as well. I don't have a Metsuke up here in Sato, and I'm guessing that the tax income in Sato is, oh yes, quite good. So I'm going to want to put a Metsuke in Sato. Let's construct a market here, and then I'll recruit a Metsuke on island. Okay, should be good. Again this turn. Let's see what this army looks like and see. With these 4 Naginata warrior monks, I've got plenty of melee power in this army. More than enough, in fact. Because those Nagi monks are crazy strong, and they're not even at high chevrons yet. Plus, this general, I'm not even sure if he has stand and fight. What this army could use, though, is a little bit of cav. So, I think, again, I'll just recruit a couple of Yari cav to come join that army. And that's going to leave Kenshin, who his army is all the way down here. Let's see. I got a little more of a mix here. Melee-wise, this army's not super tough, but because Kenshin's got so many stats, it's actually a pretty tough army, and I've got that monk there that gives all these guys crazy morale. This army's pretty powerful, to be quite honest. So let's pull it out here and recruit some troops. Recruitment. See what I can get. Did I recruit the Spears of Shizugatake? I cannot remember. Yes, I did, actually, and I've got a Yari Cav here. So perfect. I'm going to take these 2 units down here to Kenshin. Okay, and then this castle's got all my other Yari Cav up in the queue. Perfect. Alright, let's go ahead and end a few more turns. Once those units get recruited, I'm going to go ahead and recruit. Let's see, I've got 3 armies. I'm probably going to recruit 1 more full army. And I could probably do more, but I want to keep a safety barrier on my funds just to make sure that I don't go bankrupt. So even though I could probably recruit more, I'm going to take it easy and just play it safe. Yeah, see, I didn't really get much off of that trade route. It's not going to be worth it, so I'm not going to worry about sending a bunch of trade ships up there. The biggest problem with that trade route is it brings me a little bit of income, but probably barely pays for the upkeep on the ships. Trade routes are worth more to you whenever you're gaining those resources, and then of course trading them with other clans. So that's when they become the most valuable. Let's check out my finances. See. Okay. Okay, we can take that province off of a tax-exempt status. And then let's check out this one. I'd really like to take off of tax-exempt status too because it's got the gold mine there. Okay, good. My wealth just shot through the roof, which is good. The Imagawa have been destroyed. Fantastic. That means that navy that was behind my line is now gone. My ninja was detected. That's okay. I don't care if he's detected. These guys ought to be in pretty bad shape here because they're going to be taking winter attrition. I'm going to try and sabotage them again. Sabotage has failed. We'll go ahead and attack these guys. I've really got nothing to lose. They could possibly win since my Ashigaru aren't going to be very high morale, but they don't have many troops and they're going to be suffering pretty badly. So let's give it a shot.